So I know there are lots of reservations and resistance is there about taking vaccine. I understand that completely, and it's normal and natural that whatever we don't know, we have fear from that. I also had that same fear at the beginning, and so then 2-3 things. I also do not think कि those vaccine companies are just only for some kind of a charity. They are also making money. So whatever is there in the newsprint or etc. are everything is without any business angle. That I also understand that, but still you have to make out what is truth and what is some other extraneous things. You have to find out and get the correct information. So that's why some wait for a few days was okay. So I also waited for a few days, about 7 days after it has launched in India. Then only I have taken vaccine. So before that, let's talk about what is this vaccine currently, what we are having in hospital. This was a research product from Oxford University, UK, and then it was produced in India by the Serum Institute, Pune. Serum Institute makes more than 50% of the world vaccines from their plants. So good company. First research people were first good people. They are from Oxford, UK, and produced in the world's largest vaccine production unit. So hopefully and most likely they have made a good vaccine. Now the points what people raises is first of all, is it safe? It is rushed. The vaccine production is rushed. Within a year against a new disease we have got a vaccine. So what is that about? Yes, previously whenever we had any disease and the vaccine production took long years, 6 to 8 years previously, and now this is within the first vaccine which has come within less than a year. So what about that? So the point here is the process was rushed, not the science. The science remains the same. So what has been done? Normally what is being done, a vaccine is first done some preclinical study, like it has been studied in some rats and mouse, etc., and if it has been found okay, then they do some different types of trial in human who have given their consent to get into the trial. So there will be phase 1 trial, phase 2 trial, phase 3 trial, like that. Phase 1 trial is to see whether that is safe. That's the first important thing, and then the phase 2 trial says efficacy. Phase 3 is a much bigger people and see both the efficacy and the safety. This is how generally we do the phase 1, 2, 3. So this vaccine has passed through the phase 3 trial. That means a very large number of world population has taken this vaccine, and where this vaccine has been tried, UK, India, South Africa, some countries in the South American countries, and then it has been come to the production. So okay, you can think of India is cutting corners somewhere, but the UK vaccination people, they don't cut corners. There was a report of one patient of transverse myelitis. That means the disease causes weakness of both the lower limb. So then the trial has got stopped. The UK vaccination people have stopped the trial, and then they tried to find out what was the reason, and they found out the reason is not this vaccine. That was a separate infection of a different virus. They found out the virus, and then only the trial again restarted. So the meaning is, and then finally they have given approval for this vaccine for general public to take. So that means hope you will have trust on UK authorities that this vaccine is safe for public. Still the question remains whether whatever the vaccine is safe for public in UK is safe for Indian public or not. They have different genetic makeup, so is it safe for India? Again, the trial has been done in India, and I can tell you somewhere about 20,000 or 22,000 people in India have been already vaccinated in the trial phase, and there was no untoward action has been found, like that kind of a transverse myelitis or something. There were definitely few deaths were reported in the newspaper, but those are something which an incidental death. That means the investigation has been done, and they found that the cause of death is CAD or something like that, which has caused the death, not the vaccine. Incidentally, the person has taken the vaccine. But why it is important to take the vaccine? So then question is, do I really need to take? The COVID is coming down. So what is the point of taking it? Now the question is, say, how a vaccine is being developed, the science behind it. Those 22,000 people have been given vaccine, and another 22,000 has been given plain and simple water, and then they have been told, okay, now let's see who is getting more affected, whether the vaccine is effective or not. So can we give some COVID to their nose? That's not possible. So we have to wait for them to catch the COVID by normal methods, by being in the normal population. So there lies the point, the process has been shortened because COVID is so rampant at that time when this vaccine is effective, and it will make you to avoid the deadly disease. You might get, even after taking vaccine, you might still get a COVID, but that will be a minimal disease. That's the most important thing. Now the next question comes, whether with the COVID minimally now in Chennai there is no death yesterday, was there really any need for taking COVID vaccine? The answer is yes, very much yes. Now you see the history or what has happened in UK. Currently UK is going through the biggest challenge of vaccine, biggest challenge of COVID. Their maximal death is happening yesterday, day before, last 5 days, every day their deaths is more than the day before, since the beginning of January. So if you see the history, there in between about say 3-4 months, not only UK, the Europe also, the total number of cases came down so significantly, people thought, okay, oh, it's fine, the COVID is gone from us, we are a developed country. So that phase was significant, and then this second wave had come to them. So for India also, if you remember, UK and Europe have started having this disease process much before us, and when we started having our first case, by that time they were almost in the uprise of their first wave. So the same thing, if you think, can happen here. So then now we are on the much declining stage. Maybe another 4 months or 5 months we will be having very nice environment that there is no more COVID, but then the second wave comes. You may say, no, India cannot have second wave because we are so close sitting each other and we are having a good hard immunity. I will say no, that's not correct, because you take science again, you see what has happened in those antibody surveillance. If you have the hard immunity, means you have got mild disease and you have got antibody in your body already without you knowing. So we check the antibody, So check the antibody, and it has been found only about 20 to 25%, maybe maximum in some cities 30% of the people are really immune from COVID. So what about the 70%? They are not immune. So don't have this false thinking ki no, COVID is gone, we will not have any more second wave. So be prepared that we can and very well have second wave from the science perspective. If it does not happen, we are very lucky, thankfully for that. But we must be prepared, and luckily for us, the vaccine has come now. So those 3-4 months, if we can take the vaccine thoroughly and our herd immunity really goes up, maybe that will help us to avoid the second wave which now UK and Europe is going through. If any of your nurses, some close friend or somebody is there in UK, just talk to them. It's a disaster there. They are in UK now is having war-like things in the hospital. They are completely down and out basically. Okay. So what else? Question usually people think. As I said, people thought they are happy that everything has gone, and so they started having flouting norms. Everybody was in pubs, in the beaches, there was no mask, and then the second wave came. Sorry? Contraindication, very important. Contraindication is now the question, one more question is, if I had the vaccine, if I had COVID, many of you had, in our hospital I think 90 plus people had COVID. So if I had the COVID, do I need to take vaccine again? I already have the antibody. The answer is yes, you have to take. The reason I will tell you, mild disease, whatever most of you had was a mild disease, and I personally have checked for getting the plasma from the RPF. If you remember at the very beginning, lots of RPF got infection, and to take their plasma we have to see the antibody titer. If their antibody titer is high, then only their plasma will be effective for the seriously ill patients. So we have checked their antibody titer. Most of them, they have got no antibody, and if they have the antibody titer is not enough to take their serum to be given to infected person. So the same is true for the others of you who have got COVID. You might be having zero antibody or very minimal antibody which is not effective. That's part 1. Part 2, okay, you have got severe disease or you had some good antibody titer, but still that works up to 3 months on an average. After 3 months there is no antibody in yours. The vaccine has to be taken. So that's why the vaccine has to be taken for even people who had got COVID previously. Now, how long this vaccine will give you antibody period? Nobody knows. We do not know, because there is no trial yet for more than a year. Whatever trial has been done to find out only safety and efficacy. It will take time for us to know whether this vaccine works only up to 1 year. Like all other flu vaccines, we take flu vaccines every yearly. So will this vaccine work only up to 1 year or longer? We don't know. So perhaps 1 year, even if we have to, then every yearly we have to take the vaccine. Okay. So now the question is contraindications. Who cannot take the vaccine? As far as I understand, the people who cannot take the vaccines are those who are having an acute disease now. These are the COVID. This vaccine what we are now having here is the live attenuated vaccine in an adenovirus. What is this actually vaccine? They put those spike proteins into a vector called, vector means which takes from here to there in the human body. They put it into adenovirus and they have sent the missile to the body. Now those spike proteins of this COVID things will come inside the body, and the body will make the antibodies against those spike proteins. So when the actual COVID comes, body will recognize those spike proteins and they will kill them. So there is no actual virus going in, only a part of it, the the spike proteins are going on. So this cannot usually cause any kind of COVID inside your body, that because these are not a virus at all, this is only a part of the virion. So but still, who can get affected with those who have a very low immunity, like those, like say, who are having say HIV disease, or who are more than 80-85 infections, whether can they have COVID from this? Answer is not clear. Whether those low immunity people can have, we don't really know. So better to avoid them. Avoid children, avoid pregnant people, because we do not have any study on them. And those who are having active disease, like active COVID, now they are to avoid it till about a month after they got cured. So these are the people whom they should not take. You remember there was some newspaper item was there in Sweden, some 20 or 50 people have died from the vaccine, but nobody has gone through more about that news item. Who are they? Those people were in nursing home. Nursing home means in India we do not have that kind of a system, but in advanced countries that's their way of treating their elderly. They put them into nursing home, and those people were, all of them are more than 85 years old. The lowest age who died there was 86, and they were having already different comorbidities and they were sick. So maybe the government there have done a mistake to give this vaccine to those very sick people, and they succumbed to some other disease, not from the COVID, but they died from after that from heart disease or something, which has got aggravated by this vaccine perhaps, or they might have died without that also. We really don't know. So better to avoid for the very elderly people and those who has got some other serious immunodeficiency like malignancy, like HIV disease. This kind of people should avoid it now. So even that is also there for those people who are having those kind of immunocompromised condition. For them maybe the Covaxin will be better. Covaxin is the Bharat Biotech's one. That is actually a killed virus. So being a killed virus, that is expected to have less kind of virus related diseases. That's how the normally other, if we take the normal other vaccines, whenever there is immunocompromised people, we say take the killed virus type. So the same thing applies here. The killed virus type, the Covaxin, could be better for those immunocompromised people. No, we don't have Covaxin. Maybe sometime later. We now have only this Covishield.
Sir, how long it will take to produce antibodies after vaccine?
We need the second dose. The first dose is now, second dose is after 28 days, and after 15 days of that you will be having some kind of a significant antibody. So till that time you are not safe. About a month, we say, after COVID, about a month wait and then take the vaccine.
What is the cost of the vaccine, sir?
Why you are getting at 0 rupees?
No, other people,
Nobody, no family members are allowed now. Only Government of India gives to you as a first choice, and you are refusing to take that. And that is also free because of some unknown fear.
in a trial.
You are not in a trial. Who told you?
No, why it's not advised for others actually?
As I told you, we do not know. It's only 1 year. So we are giving only to the most important people, those who are exposed, who are likely to get exposed. Why we are not giving to the children and pregnant people? Because there is no trial. So that we are giving at the very beginning how science develops. Science is not magic. So how science develops? Only by giving them. So after we have given, we have seen that these people are safe and effective. So that's why we are being giving. We were not in a trial. 22,000 people have been given before that, and India already now 16 lakh people have got it. What's your problem? It's not a trial.
Only healthcare professionals first.
Yes, the next line is above 50 and with comorbidities.
So those with IMD and those who have tuberculosis, IMD can take.
Yeah, they can take. The only problem is those who are having serious immunocompromised thing like cancer or HIV disease, those kind of people.
Those who have immunosuppressants, those who have immunosuppressants can take.
They can take, yeah, for them, yeah, they can take. Yeah. Post-transplant patient, no. Post-transplant patients we advise the inactivated dead virus for them. The post-transplant are as similar as an HIV positive person. So for them we give the dead virus.
For children, we should not give them.
No, we don't have yet any trial. 18 years onwards. But the good thing is, if we have a large number of adults take this vaccine, then we already have a ring of fire, like that kind of thing. Ring of fire is there before it reaches the children or before it reaches the elderly, because the elderly usually don't get it by themselves alone. We go outside, we get it from outside, we get only very subclinical disease, and they come and bring it to the elderly people at home who are having multiple comorbidities, and they suffer. So if everyone of a household of the adult people have taken the vaccine, then that works as a ring of fire. Or 7 days. It is completely unheard that a vaccine related problem has happened after 1 month or like that. If anything can happen, even if the delayed reactions, that will happen within 7 to 10 days.
How many hospital employees have been vaccinated, sir?
I told you, you do not listen. Around 130 to 140.
Any titles have been taken after vaccination?
No,
Did we check it?
no, because you will have to take the second vaccine and then you have to wait for 15 days to have your immunity going. Maybe like a hepatitis virus, if it is working for prolonged period of more than 3 years or 5 years, like hepatitis B vaccine, how do we check our healthcare workers? We occasionally check the titer. If it is less than 10, we give as second vaccine. Like that, if it comes to that, then we will do like that. At this present moment, no, nowhere it has been gone more than a year. The vaccine has come to market maximum 1 month, any kind of vaccine. So how can they check? Talk of logistics. The only point here is talking of, we are knowing only these two things. It is safe and it is effective. This only we know. We do not know how long it is effective. So we really don't know. There will be studies for that.